Hello and welcome to your monthly TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are looking at October 2021. I can't quite wrap my head around that, but welcome. These are your TarotScopes for the month ahead. TarotScopes are released every single month on the last Friday of the month to give you insight, inspiration, and guidance for the month ahead. The videos will remain available to you throughout the month of October and even after that. So if you ever need to come back and watch again, you certainly can do so. TarotScopes, I have put them together to help you with insight, with guidance, with inspiration, looking at various or a few areas of life that I feel is relevant and appropriate for every one of us. So just a little bit of insight into the energies around what you can expect on emotions, what you can expect around finances, and what you can expect around your health, as well as giving you an overall kind of theme for the month ahead. And also, just before we finish off, I like to give a little bit of information as to what to watch out for and what to embrace, what to accept into your life during the month as well. I've had so many people say to me over the last couple of months when they've watched the TarotScopes that they've come back to it sort of closer to the end of the month or partway through the month, just as a reminder, just to sort of check. And there's so much that is applicable and appropriate. And I'm always a little bit blown away as to how relevant it can be for so many different people. I also, when I set up and start recording these videos, I do set the intention that it be applicable to your sun sign, which is your standard zodiac that we're all aware of, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you know what your moon sign is, if you know what your rising sign is, you can watch those videos as well, which will help you to have a little bit more information into you, what you're dealing with and what you're going through. All I ask in return, if you do enjoy the content, all I ask is that you click that subscribe button over there. Click the subscribe button, and then if you click the little bell next to it, basically what happens is you will then receive a notification every single time I upload a video. At the moment, my upload schedule is a daily tarot reading, 7 days a week, Monday to Sunday. Actually, I'm lying to you, that's Monday to Saturday, because on Sundays I like to do Oracle Sundays. So Oracle Sundays, we do a little bit more of an in-depth reading. We give a little bit more guidance into the Sunday and into the week coming up. So you can almost look at it as a week ahead kind of forecast energetically. And then during the week, we'll have just a straightforward tarot reading to give guidance for the day. And then every Friday, we'll have something interesting. Normally it's a pick a card. Normally it's a pick a card kind of reading. And the last Friday or Friday of the month will be TarotScopes. And there may be one or two little other things that might crop in over the next month as well. So do be sure to click that subscribe button. And click the bell so that you don't miss anything. And of course, if you want more from me, there's always more. Now I sound like I'm an advert, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to sell myself to you. But if you want more, if you would like to have personal reading with me once a week, do consider joining my YouTube channel members. So just once you've clicked subscribe, just beneath over there, you will find, once you've clicked subscribe, you will find a button that says join. And when you join there on the second or the third tier, every single Wednesday evening, South African time, 7 p.m., I do live readings where you get to ask questions and you get to get instant answers from me. The channel is growing so nicely. I have so many members already, and I love it. It is just, we have so much fun on a Wednesday evening. It's so interactive, it's so fun, and I know that everybody who's part of the club just can't wait for Wednesdays to come along. So let me stop babbling now. I'm finished with my sales pitch. Let's get into your TarotScopes, because that is, of course, exactly why you are here and what you are looking for. So we're going to get started, and I do hope that you enjoy. All right, Scorpio, let's get into the month of October and let's see what it has in store for you. We're going to start with this card over here, which is going to give you your theme for the month ahead. And then we will look at the rest of the cards that we've got on the table. So the theme for October 2021 for you is to fall in love with your own story. Let me actually just bring it a bit closer so that you can see, because it is just amazing. Fall in love with your own story, card number 54. And what I'm getting from that, Scorpio, for you is that, you know, it's about the self. It's about who you are. It's about what you are. It's about the life that you're living, and it's about recognizing and acknowledging all that you have that is just so wonderful and so amazing, and falling in love with that. Because, you know, we tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We tend to put a lot of expectation on ourselves, and when things don't quite work out exactly the way we want, we're very hard and very critical and very judgmental. But when you fall in love with your own story, with your own life, with your own situation, what that means is that we immediately become a little bit more forgiving of ourselves and of our circumstances, instead of just always being angry at ourselves for not achieving the things that we need to. So falling in love with your own story is also about bringing in a bit of excitement, bringing in a bit of passion, bringing in a bit of enthusiasm for the life that you are living and all that comes with it. So I do think that's an awesome theme, and I will be bringing that into um, each of the cards that we're going to have a look at. So let's get into the other cards. We're going to do this top row first, and this top row is going to give you insight into your emotional, your financial, and your health and well-being. So we've got quite a few different areas that we're looking at, and then we'll cover these two cards last. So let's look at what is the emotional situation energy for you, for all Scorpios, in the month of October. Page of Pentacles. You know what? This Page of Pentacles, I think it's actually quite awesome. This particular card in the month of October has come up so many times. And I might be wrong, but I think it's like the third time it's come up in this situation, in this location. Page of Pentacles is the card of, so, okay, let's just look at the picture first, all right? So we have this little girl. She looks quite innocent. She looks quite sweet. She looks quite cute. She has climbed up onto a leaf, and there she stands barefoot on a leaf, on quite a large leaf. The reason why she's doing that is because she wants to get as close to the flower as she can, because she wants to, number one, admire it. Number two, she wants to see if it needs anything. She wants to help it in whichever way, but she wants to appreciate it for what it is. On her back, she has a watering can, and inside that watering can is water if needed. It's nutrients that the flower may need. It's everything that the flower needs. But she's not certain, she's not confident in herself that well, in what the flower needs. So she's there to help. She's there to offer herself to the plant, to the flower, to nourish it, to love it, to nurture it, to take care of it in whichever way it needs to. She's got the means to do so, but there is this little bit of, I'm going to call it insecurity, this little bit of doubt that comes into play. And she's sort of looking at the situation going, well, flower, you are so beautiful. You are so gorgeous. You are so perfect. Can I actually help you in any way? Can I offer anything? Can I do anything to make you better, to make you happier, to make you more? So she is questioning, she's not questioning the flower. No, she's questioning what she can do, her ability to help the flower. So, Scorpio, what this is basically saying, remember, we need to fall in love with our own story. Everything that she's doing here is for the flower. The flower is the objective. It is the purpose behind everything. But the truth of the matter is, her insecurities come from within her. This card has come up in the place of your emotional self in the month of October. And I do think this is Spirit saying to you, Scorpio, that when in your intimate relationships, in your emotional love connections with other people, don't always feel like you're not enough. Don't always feel like you are not capable or able or good enough or significant enough to help, to make better, to improve. It's actually about, I almost want to say, recognizing that even if you've only got half a can of water, if your watering can is only half full and only half full of nutrients, maybe that is all the flower needs. It's about recognizing on an emotional level that you are enough, and that whatever you have to contribute, whatever you have to offer is enough, is exactly what the flower needs. Okay, and you've got to be proud of that. You've got to acknowledge and be proud of what you're bringing to the table, of what you're offering in your emotional connections with others, because you do bring a lot, you do a lot, you offer a lot, you are, but it's your own insecurities. So what I'm going to say to you here, Scorpio, with this Page of Pentacles in this location of looking at your emotional well-being, I think this is saying that you can be, in the month of October, your own worst enemy. You can be the kind of person where self-doubt plays a big role in who you are, and what you're doing, okay? And we need to make sure that you fall in love with your own story, that you recognize the value and the significance of who you are, and be okay with that. Be passionate, be enthusiastic, and recognize that even if it is only a little bit, you do contribute, you can contribute, and you must contribute everything that you have. I think that's actually quite awesome. And it's quite interesting, as much as I've said that this Page of Pentacles has come up so many times, my interpretation has been so different every time, because it's based on the theme. It's based on, obviously, so many other factors. But really, for you, Scorpio, I think that's quite awesome. All right, onto our next card. And this particular card now is looking at your career and your finances, your money side of things. So what is the energy in October for you? And we have another one who has made a few appearances this month. Right, what we've got here is the King of Cups. And very interesting for you, Scorpio, because we know that Scorpios, you are emotional beings, but you don't like to show your emotions. And the card that's come up here with regards to your finances, with regards to your stuff, is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is the card of being confident and in control of your emotions, and not allowing your emotions to get away from you, staying level-headed, staying committed to the cause, and staying on point. Okay, so when it comes to your finances, it's about recognizing that you can actually get excited about what you have, what you're able to do, and what you have accomplished. You can actually fall in love with your story and really be, the word that I'm getting from these two cards is proud. All right. So, Scorpio, it's about being proud of who you are, of what you've accomplished and what you can accomplish. It's about recognizing that you are not just some insignificant individual. You are actually pretty fabulous. And there is so much control. There is so much, and control is not a negative. It's actually incredibly positive, because what does it mean to be in control of your emotions around money? It means that you're not easily affected by circumstances and situations. You always manage to stay level-headed. You always manage to look at the situation holistically, before making decisions and before reacting or doing anything. And I do think when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your work situation or your money situation, I think you need to recognize actually all that you are and all that you have, even if it's not excessive, even if it's not a lot. It's enough. It's enough for your current, it's enough for who you are, it's enough for all that you are. And I think you need to be proud of that, because that's what I get with this fall in love with your own story. I honestly believe this is Spirit saying to you to be proud of yourself. And when you're proud of yourself, you don't have to wear a badge. You don't have to wear a t-shirt that's got it written on it. It's about inner. It's about the emotional within yourself, and being proud of all that you have accomplished and all that you have and all that you are, and recognizing that you do stand higher than, above, bigger than, brighter than others. Okay? It's not about the ego, it's just about the truth. All right, it's just about the truth. All right, Scorpio, we're going to now go into this card, and this card has got to do with your health and well-being. So, got to do with your physical self. What do you need to be aware of in the month of October for your physical self? We have got the Ace of Swords, and first of all, she is just so phenomenal. Look at that huge big key that she holds. But the most important thing that I want to highlight in this card is her mind. Look at what's happening in her mind. She's got this Fibonacci spiral that's just, it starts obviously, and it just goes and it goes and it goes. You can't see. I'm actually going to bring it closer to show you. Can you see the keyhole? Let's see if I can bring it closer. Can you see the keyhole? So she holds the key to her own thoughts, her own situations, her own troubles, her own problems, her own solutions, okay? And for you, Scorpio, this is exactly what Spirit is saying to you. When it comes to your physical health and well-being, you know exactly what you need to do. You hold the key. You have the lock. Those two are paired. Those two are connected or partnered up, which means nobody else is going to do it for you except you. So whatever's going on with your physical at the moment, you hold the key to that. You are the only one who can do it. And it's look how close they are. I almost want to like take that key and just push it into the lock and unlock the potential, to open up the opportunities, to open up the potential of who you could be, what you could be, and what you need to do on a physical level. Remember, we're falling in love with your own story. So we've got a lot of pride, we've got a lot of strong energies here, and I think this is saying to you that you need to fall in love with the potential of who you could be, of what you could be. I am going to just bring in Ace of Swords. So in traditional tarot, Ace of Swords is about ideas, it's about the inspiration, and it's about unlocking that inspiration, unlocking those ideas. But before we can do that, before you can use the key to unlock the inspiration, Scorpio, what you need to do is, number one, is to admit the thought, acknowledge the thought, acknowledge the inspiration, recognize that it's there. Because if you don't recognize it's there, you're not going to fall in love with it. You're not going to get excited about it. You're not going to get enthusiastic about it. So whatever you're doing, whatever's happening in your physical life with regards to your physical wellness, your body, it's about getting excited that things are there. There is opportunity for growth. There is opportunity for betterment. There is opportunity for fabulous. But you hold the key, and you are the only one who can unlock it. And the best way to do it is through enthusiasm, passion, and motivation. And there it is. It's all right there. So I think that's actually quite awesome. I really do. I think that's amazing. All right, Scorpio, we've got 2 cards left. And these 2 cards are giving you what you need to embrace during the month of October, and what you need to be mindful of, or what you need to watch out for in the month of October. So let's have a look. What do you need to embrace this month? We have got the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is the card of rest. It's the card of relaxation. It's the card of taking a little bit of time out for yourself. So here we have a lady who is lying on a crescent moon, and she's just letting, I almost want to say, she's just letting the world pass her by. She's ready to get up and go at a moment's notice. So it's not like she's not available or not able to, but while the opportunity is there to take it easy and to rest, she's doing that. And I do think that's how you fall in love with your own story, when you replenish your own energies and give yourself a chance to rejuvenate yourself. And through rejuvenation, we can fall in love again. And that is something that you really do need to do during the month of October. Let's have a look and see what you should be avoiding during the month of October. Not avoiding, what you need to watch out for and be mindful of during the month. And what we've got here is the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is it's the card of movement, it's the card of change, it's the card of evolution. So things are happening, there is progress. You can see that she's using a whole series of umbrellas to move her along, to get her progressing in her journey. And there's not much that she can do. The wind is blowing in whichever way the wind is blowing. Her umbrellas are doing whatever it is that they need to do. And she is being pushed along, she is moving. And the 8 of Wands also says that she's not really in control, okay? She's not really the one who's driving this, the wind is. So it's about recognizing that there is progress, but also recognizing that it's out of your control, out of your hands. But this is what you need to watch out for. This is what you need to be mindful of. And it's basically saying to you, don't trust situations and circumstances. Don't assume that everything's going to be okay. Don't let yourself be out of control. Don't let yourself be, I want to say, exposed to the elements. Okay, you need to find another way of controlling. So if things are happening in whichever way they're going to happen, in whichever way they need to happen, that's a good thing. But don't trust it explicitly. You need to make sure that you're very aware and very mindful of what you're doing and what's going on around you, and don't just go with the flow automatically. It's about being more in control, about unlocking opportunities and being more aware of all that is going on around you. Okay, so it's interesting here with these 2. Both of these are, I'm going to call them inactive cards. Okay, what to embrace, we've got the inactivity of rest, of replenishing energy and taking a minute to become stronger. And we've what to mindful of and what to watch out for. There is movement and progress, but she's not in control of it. So there's a lot of inactivity here, and that intrigues me. So I'm grabbing another set of cards, and this is the Oracle deck that pairs with, or that goes with, this tarot deck. So let's just see if Spirit will give a little bit more insight, a little bit more information around what to embrace and what to watch out for in the month of October. So we're shuffling, and let's see which card wants to come out for you today, and it's going to be that one apparently. Let's turn it over and see what we've got. We've got like a bird. So let's just look at this card. I think this card is amazing. And it is one that's already appeared this month. So we have a lady, and there she sits. She is developing her wings. Okay, you can see that she is developing her wings. She has this bluebird next to her. And sometimes you look at it and you think, well, is she part of the bluebird or is she not? But she is embracing, she's touching, she's connecting the bluebird. What this card's message is, what the story is here, is the bird is free. The bird is free to go wherever it wants to go, however it wants to go. The bird uh, um, has freedom of choice, and the bird also is very mindful of, the fact that it can avoid danger, it can avoid situations, and it can go at a moment's notice. And all three of these are, I'm going to call them air cards, or sky cards, wind cards. And here we have the card where she's resting, she's doing nothing. Here we've got progress, but it's not that she's in control of. And then you've got the bird in the middle, who can stop and rest whenever it needs to, look at all the feathers dropping, and who can choose which direction it wants to go in. She's busy becoming that, okay? Like a bird, she has the freedom of choice, the freedom to go wherever it needs to. And Scorpio, the message from all of this that I'm getting for you: falling in love with your own story, falling in love with the potentials that are available to you, the opportunities and the potentials. If you have freedom to go like a bird, to fly like a bird, you can go wherever your heart desires. You can create anything. You will lose your insecurities, and you will be able to fend and to take care of and to nurture the flowers, to have that control over your finances, and to unlock opportunities that are there for you. But in order to do that, you have to set yourself free. You have to allow yourself freedom, freedom to explore, freedom to fly, and freedom to exist in whichever way you want to. So I do believe, Scorpio, that this is quite a powerful message for you for the month of October. I do hope that it resonates. I do hope that it makes sense to you. Do come back and watch it as often as you need to remind yourself of what it is that you're working with during the month of October. With love and blessings. From my heart to yours, until we connect again. Take care.